Kitsune says please donate https://.
It works on Twitch as well. My chatbot. Okay, so you can probably hear in the background, folks, I was not expecting the chatbot, bot trick specifically to while I'm preparing this video. Oh, the irony. Stream Raiders is up. I haven't set off a battle yet. We will do that before we get into Baldur's Gate. There we go. So we should be able to see Stream Raiders. Baldur's Gate. Nice try, Dommy. Unfortunately, our stints on Demonologist seem to have made me immune. I need to come up with a new way to get me jump scared. So I'll just set up battle. Stream Raiders, start battle.
Black Fox Kitsune says battle.
That's to give you the link to the Stream Raiders. So I shall part us down here near Thor. I think that's Thor, yep. Oh wow, it's starting to read runes. Not that that should surprise me, so. Okay. There we go. Get all this set up. There. Actually, let's just take all that area, shall we? And then I just accidentally click off my app. Yeah, great. It's not even Wednesday now. There. So we can all place our units in that blue area there. Right. So that's Stream Raiders up. I think I really should miniaturize this or something in a corner, but we'll just hide it for now. So Stream Raiders. There we go. Transition. And then we're on to Baldur's Gate. Right, so my bot is at least ignoring the bot, but it's reading everything. Now, the text-to-speech is supposed to be over on Kick, but apparently it's translated across to my Kick and YouTube as well through bot tricks. Technology. It haters me. So yeah, I shouldn't miss your chats at least. They're going to annoy me. Which is your job as viewers, you're supposed to annoy me. No, we don't want to load just yet. Happens, but I'll be lurking for the rest of the stream. I take it you've got schoolwork and stuff to do. That's fine. Thanks for the lurk, though. Options. Twitch enabled. Good, right. So I want to make sure that's enabled. No, we don't want to continue because I'm doing my own playthrough now. It's Lagodia for stream. I have no idea where I was with Lagodia anymore. You're equivalent of GCSEs, so yeah, you need to be studying for them. I remember the stress of that a bit too much. Put phone down there out the way. Yeah, but for those that don't know, I stream most weekdays now over on Kick and YouTube, usually from 2 PM until 4 PM, just painting miniature armies and hanging out and doing random stuff. And then I take up gaming weekend here on Twitch, which is Twitch exclusive because they demand exclusivity. But Fridays is supposed to be Friday Night Frights or Friday Frights, depending on the time of other streamers. Unfortunately, this week it didn't happen because the 3 people that were supposed to join me for the stream all flaked out. One at least told me family stuff came up. The other 2 just ghosted me. So there's a bit of bad blood between me and them. They could have just, said, oh, sorry, I don't feel I'm in the mood for that. But no, they just ghosted me. Every time they thought I was offline, they came online. So I did the whole invisible thing and tried to catch them to ask what was going on, and then they pretended to be offline again. So, yeah, they could have just said, sorry, I just don't feel up for it or whatever. But no, I got ghosted. Right.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Your mind mingles with Will's, and he learns of Missoura's mission to Moonrise.
I would strongly recommend, Dommy, that you also study your sciences, specifically chemistry.
Missoura set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
You're like me with science then. I had to retake my science exam because they didn't believe the grades I got. That's what happens when you get 100% of the questions, including their trick question. Should be gone soon enough. I really should just ask you guys. Yeah. Mind you, I'm going to say it, I've always taken you for a smart kid. You're smarter than most adults I know, and that's a big compliment.
The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the
I
heartless.
don't want
But
my
nor
Windows
was it
things
stated that
popping.
I
Go
can't
away.
help Either we find it,
Keeps
or
trying to tell me
I'm
the
made a
news.
mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the blood war.
Botrix, you're supposed to post that every half hour, not every 2 lines of chats. Right.
I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that.
Right. Any idea where we'll find it? Nope. What is it like being the son of... No. Okay, we're going away because Will does talk too much and most of it is pointless and repeatable. Right. So there's the dog. Where's my owlbear? Every update something breaks. Oh, there's the mirror!
Here goes nothing.
No, change your character.
Let's go and have a look, see what I can do with my character through this new thing they added in with this last update yesterday. At least it's not... Hang on a minute. It just occurred to me, Dommy, that my Botrix is ignoring you.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
That's a bad thing. It's supposed to ignore me and acknowledge everyone else. Right. No. No. Wait, I've got a fake eye, haven't I now? So that's my new fake eye. Really? Really? We need to see those. Right. Oh, that's a new Asian way of doing makeup for their film festivals, that. Looks like we're sticking with that hair, though. Do we have new hairstyles yet? I have to admit the clipping on the hair is starting to wind me up. Witcher style, maybe? Nope, clipping on that's still going to annoy me. So we'll just carry on with that then. Okay. Just going to check a thing. Okay. Oh, look at that! Commander Shepard just came on as well with his counter strike. Sod's law for timing. Can't go watch him now. That's the annoyance. I'm gonna have to go in and do a support lurk. Right. There we go. His Nightbot now says, "Thanks for lurking. I appreciate it. Sorry." Although,
Foxy, welcome.
I can't creep up with him with the scary scream. He's easier to make jump than I am. Right, so we'll mute him now. So yeah, better do a shout out for folks actually while I'm doing admin stuff for a second.
Black Fox Kitsune says Sir Com J. Shepherd.
What? I do not say suck on com J. I say SO. Shout out, bad nightbot.
Yes, you do. You like saying lots of words.
Alright, so let's do the other SO I needed to do now. So here comes rude words again, although I'm going to have to fix bot tricks, that's going to annoy me. So here we go, more rude words from bot tricks again.
Black Fox Kitsune says so Commander Charlie.
Oh, it says so, Commander Charlie, but suck on. Oh.
Yeah, it's because you like saying
Bot
that.
tricks is rude.
Is it Botrix or is it you?
So, back to this. Until I hear something going on Stream Raiders. So yes, if you want to join Stream Raiders, just do !battle. And it'll pull up the link and let you join the Stream Raiders game that's going on. I've done it so that I can use it across all my platforms. Right, I need to leave camp, I think. Yes. Oh, that's the only problem when you don't play something for a week. You lose track of what you were doing. Oh, yes, I remember. I was having trouble with these guys when I had to close down the stream. I did finally manage to get out and rest and then kill everybody and then go and rest again. As you can tell from the mess, although half of that's mine. But yeah, in the end, I managed to get Karlak to push everyone off the edge. So we're all good. People can now be rescued. But we just need to make sure that it's safe for them to be rescued and that there's no one that can hijack them and end them and mess up my mission. Now, I do remember I managed to sneak over here with the spider. What's that then? Where does that go? Ooh. Ooh, did I find a hidden path that I didn't know about? Nope. I'm deliberately avoiding certain things right now. Right now, from right, everyone in the prison should now officially be dead. And I can free the prisoners. Because I've killed all the guards, hopefully. Yes, I remember where I was when they shut the thing down. I was trapped up here. Rather than make you suffer through another hour of that battle, I did actually finish it off.
We'll get you to Baldur's Gate, sir. I swear it.
Damn straight. Without me, everything will be for naught.
Now, I should have that hammer on me. Centaurum shipping crate, okay. Do I have timer on it? Or I must have already given it to him. Right, let's get them out of here.
Good work. We're gonna wait until it's... We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us.
Stream Captain Bot. Just placed. Yep, there we go. So at least Stream Captain Bot's working, even if it's not being read out. Weird thing.
We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
Okay. Move once it's quiet, he said. Okay. Now I'm encumbered again. Oh, for the... what can I ditch? Because... Drop. Drop, that's just a rubbish thing. Now, hopefully they went and got them. Did they go and get them? Yes, they did. Brilliant. Right, so now I need to open the prison doors and let myself out. That should now let me through. So no more having to jump that ridiculous jump.
This is it.
Come on. You lot can break that chain, surely. I mean, it's only got 26 health, of which is only 18 left. Fine. Honestly.
All's good to go. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea.
If I were you, I'd stay on the water, but it's your call. Stop talking and get on the damn boat. I don't, but I'll join you on the boat and see where we end up. I do like the look of the adamantine armor.
Your journey through the darkness has brought you to land at last.
Okay.
Hold there. You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it. No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jahira's orders.
Okay.
We'll process this lot, but you need to come with me. The commander will want a word.
Fair enough. Which means I'm now going to get the test.
The guard insists that you meet with their leader, a harper by the name of Jahira.
little bit laggy again, but okay. It did have an update yesterday. Okay. Right. Just this once. I wish people would just simply say hello. Jahira, isn't it? I'm Lagodia. I assure you that none of this is necessary.
I assure you it is.
Fair enough.
An act of kindness or a clever decoy? Luckily, I know how to find out which.
Okay, no you don't.
This is
Nope.
why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets.
No, it's not.
But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
What makes you think I'm a true soul, madam?
What's you doing? She's the one who saved us!
She's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy, and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is that
Shock!
possible?
No, I suppose I better show her. I need her trust. It's definitely a bit laggy. I suspect... Yeah, so 3.
What in the hells is that thing?
So far, it's been a lifesaver. Here's hoping you agree. Your guess is as good as mine, and held you here. Okay, let's ask you guys if you're still lurking. If I click the right thing and don't click off the game window. Okay, so far 1. 3. I'll go check. Okay, I don't think I can place any more units than I've got. No, I didn't think so. I am the commander, so I can't. Okay. Hey. Ojin, can you do a tie-breaking vote, please?
Mm-hmm. The tie-break vote.
A tie-break vote.
Can't.
What, you can't vote anymore? Okay.
It's gone. You've got to decide one or three.
Great. So because Ojin decided to type in Lurk, he lost the ability to vote. Right.
No, because I actually voted 3.
Okay. No idea where my coins got to, though. My desk is still organised chaos. Can you roll me a dice over there? Because we're not happy if I roll it.
Alright.
Odds and evens.
Okay, so which one's odd? Which one's even?
Odds is 1, evens is 3.
It's a 3.
So it's 3.
No.
So it's 1. Okay.
I'm going to leave D6
Congratulations.
out.
You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt.
It's only one person.
Hear me, Harpers. All clear.
I've got
At
4 on
ease.
my one.
I'll not
might do a
pretend to
refresh.
understand what that
Not
artifact
side.
Yeah,
is.
the counter thing on Twitch is
but
broken
I'm old and
anyway.
wise
I
enough
had
to
one person who
recognize
actually had
the
20
secret.
watches on one. In fact, I think it might have been Mike Rones.
Yeah. It's just jumped up again.
Yeah.
It's getting really
When I'm on
bad.
Mike Moans, it tells me I'm getting 29. He's got 29 to 30, and it's telling him he's got 2. Which is broken since its new ad thing.
Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Right, so are they still out here? No, they're not. Good. So I've actually saved their lives by causing them to not go out. Oh, don't tell me Karlek's already obsessed.
Our asses.
Waypoint discovered. Okay. Ooh, I see. Is that fire? Water? It's a fire wine barrel, and I can pick it up. I could pick it up, but if I pick it up, I'm not going to be able to move. And the game's laggy enough without me not being able to move.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
Yeah. From Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, yeah.
Don't you know the whole story?
I do. My
Years
character
ago,
doesn't.
Over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war.
Yep.
My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil.
And that
She
also
said
counted
Jaheira was
Drizzt.
a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd
Okay,
meet
so I've just had
Jaheira.
the ding in my
She's a
ear roll.
hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Cop working together. What a day!
She done yet? Yes, brilliant. Right, so I can now go deal with our stream raiders.
Came from.
Wish we had stone or steel.
We're probably going to lose this because there's like 3 of us. Oh, we won! Actually, a bit of a shock. Right, so I've got some
Blood.
stuff. Yes, please.
Sugar, no milk.
No milk. It will turn into fruity cheese if you put milk in it.
No, curdles.
Right, so I can now unlock another rogue. Oh, brilliant. So I actually have a commanding army now. I can upgrade it again. Oh, even better. Okay. So campaign. Done that one. So let's take us to the next one. So exclamation mark battle. If the bot doesn't want to work properly. When it lets me into place units, that is. Oh, there we go. So bot's working properly. Okay, so tanking this time. Okay, so where am I going to have to press it? So there we go. Let's do the vibe. So you get all that area. Okay, you can place your units now, folks. It's roughly every 5 minutes you can put another unit down if you've got another unit to put down. Okay. So back to OBS. I'm going to hide Stream Raiders again now. And back to this game. Now I know there's a store here somewhere. Oh, there she is.
2 stores, 1 on stable. Yeah, 3.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Come to the world's most cursed area and you're wondering if you've got enough to see you through. Maybe you should worry about supply chains. Ooh. What does this do? They bear their weakness. Ooh, can I afford that? Right, so I need to get rid of some junk. As it happens. Dagger +1. Dagger +1. Sort of screams, completely useless to me at this point. So we're going by damage. 5, yeah, go away. I'm finding better stuff now. Okay. I've just noticed the shops have changed.
Yeah.
It used to be you had to barter and do this thing with trade. Now you just instantly sell it. I like this change.
Take care now.
Hey, it's Dannon! Let's say hi!
Looks like that old ox made it through the shadows.
Oh, so Beck's made it back. Brilliant. Okay. Where's Dannon? Dannon? We're supposed to be here. So oh, there he is, hiding behind me.
Karlak, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Who's quicker with that lid on?
Ew, no! Good news, please, good man.
She doesn't want to hear bad news.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber
Didn't we
that
just
can
pick
make it
some of that
possible
up?
for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening.
Yep.
It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long.
Dannon has elvish eyes, so he must be a half-elf tiefling.
Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Lay a hand on her. Stand stock still. Well, I'm not dating it, so I don't want to give her the wrong idea.
Good. Enid, put your hand on her shoulder.
You feel so nice. I can't believe it. Thank you, Dannon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
Fair enough.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Why is he staring at me awkwardly?
Yeah. Apart from the doom and gloom, you've given me more than I could ever hope to repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
Right, so that's Hellion's heart done for now. I heard Beck's talking. Oh, there they are. Let's go talk to the lovebirds.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too.
I'm just going to smile and nod. I don't want to be involved in that. It's wonderful to see you two back together. Don't get too comfortable. It won't be safe here forever.
Maybe not. But we have each other now. We have this moment now. Thanks to you. So, shall we go for a walk?
Yeah, come on, let's leave the lovebirds to be lovebirds now, please. Right, let's go check the inn. Come on, walk faster. Need to get boots of movement or something, I think. I know I've got to talk to animals on this one. I had best do it because the pub owner is a cat. Right. I've also prevented Roland from dying. I've learnt from other games about certain events.
We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
That is...
We need to talk.
Ah, I will talk to him presently.
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite a flutter. Do you know why?
You heard? I freed the people being held in Moonrise Tower.
You did? But that means... Wolverine! Wolverine! Where is he?
It's poor lovesick gnome.
There must be another way. Should we have let them kill everyone?
We've gone too long as it is. Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Oh, Barkus. Perhaps later. Was there something else?
You're not going to thank me for saving your life. I deserve payment. What will you do when you get out of here? How do you know Brackus?
I have plans in Baldur's Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many, I've little doubt.
Ah, we just have to get to the city first.
We will. The Iron Hand gnomes have survived worse.
Yeah. Okay. I'll leave.
Oh, we hail from the same village in the Underdark. We're hung about in the same passel of children. Barkus tends to make more of it than it is.
Okay. We'll leave him alone.
Appreciate it.
So now he's going to get ghosted by those that are supposed to be his friends.
Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistula.
Okay.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. Maybe he was a musician.
You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's hands, the kind only developed from decades of playing the lute.
If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Okay, we'll use that one. Then we'll use that one. Give me more than 11. Yay! For once! Give me more than 14. That was painful.
He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without colour or light. It's had a terrible effect on him.
That's it.
His mind lingers in the Shadowfell, but perhaps it can be returned. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe.
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. If he does, he isn't sane.
So what did she give me? One letter. Okay. That it? That looks like it. Yeah. Right, so read. Assignee. Art colour. Rank flame. Objective to obtain information about the current activities in Moonrise Tower and its Inverness headed by its envoys headed by Ketheric Thorm and in the region ancestral Thorm family. Orders: take lodging in the Last Light Inn and begin in the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption but no corroboration has yet been obtained. Note: the region's Thorn family are long-standing devotees of Selûne, but rumors indicate that a Saharan enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigate and report. Signed, Grand Duke Elton. Let's move that to Asterion, because that's who I got it for. Or did I? No. Okay. Send it back to Lagodia. I'm going to be changing out Karlak in a minute anyway.
Hey, soldier.
Yeah. Karlak, I'm worried about... Okay, look, right. Leave. We're going back to camp. I've got to go summon the druid. If I can find him in my camp. That's the other fun thing. I think he's over there, if I remember. Yeah, there he is.
I should speak up.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
Still feeling at home with us, certainly. Oh, yeah, there we go, 3.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will
need
go
a
to
lot
see
of
him at
oil
once.
barrels.
Join me when you can.
Hey, well, thank you.
Squirms and feels a legion of echoes in response.
Ugh. Thanks, Asterion.
A pattern of blank minds newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. A sleep of centuries. The birth and destruction of a settlement above, forming only background noise to the dream, until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
They don't know what they are. Not yet. Unless we taught them to be something else.
Oh? What idea does our resident vampire have? That's new. No, that's the Githyanki. Okay. Diane, where are you?
So, the untouchable Karlak is untouchable no more.
Oh,
I
for
shake
goodness
her hand,
sake.
but she can still snap me in two, so probably safest to skip it.
2.
Cazador sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. He always insisted we were a family, even when he was carving scars into our flesh. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. Now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Ooh, that almost seemed painful to admit. So.
The vat is still, placid. Thousands of tadpoles happily awaiting their hosts. The winged serpent of the Centarim. It seems their pursuit of profit extends even here.
Yep. Yeah. Let's plop them there.
The vat is still, placid.
Okay.
Thousands of tadpoles.
Send that to camp as well, so don't accidentally sell it. Welcome back from the ad break, folks. Okay, so I need to leave the camp now. Slowly peeling off my nail varnish that I painted on last week.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Daniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Daniel. If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it.
Okay.
I don't deserve you, my friend.
Now, I think I've got a devil to talk to. And the cat. Oh, he's fluffy now. They've actually given the cats hair at last. They're all sphinxes earlier.
I say hiss!
Okay.
Your years of hunting and tracking have taught you to recognize a territorial animal when you see it.
Okay. Wish me luck on this roll because dice hate me.
I'll allow it.
What specimen you are? How did you come to be in this place?
I slinked, of course.
Cats are unaffected by the shadow curse. Probably because they are one with the shadows.
You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Yes. Good of you to notice.
Okay, I'm guessing Stream Raiders is ready to go. It just donked in my ear again.
She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
That's a very angry looking cat with his teeth like that. So, Stream Raidery Raiders. Oh, no one joined. I'm going to lose a horrible battle. No. Okay. As much as I enjoy Spotify, no. Right, so... Okay, exclamation mark. Battle to join and place your units. You have 30 minutes to place the units before the thing does the whole I need to start the battle thing in my head. I know what the archer does, thank you. Right, just place down our zone. This is all our zone, there we go.
Preparing to march, I wager.
Seems that way.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalim Shan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, Do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Mm-hmm.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
You should be more careful who you listen to. Retreat begets regret. Always.
Hells! Thought I had you.
They always do. You came close, though. All you needed was a dash more courage.
I don't remember saying anything to her. Normally I can help her, but apparently it just auto what's it do? So there's a few bugs turning up since this last update. Not game breaking, but it's taking away some of my micro choices, and I'm not too keen on that.
Specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
Oh, shut up, Karlak. Right.
She might have won, you know, if you hadn't made her retreat. To play the game, the vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left.
Mm-hmm. Still convinced he's Moll's dad.
Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details.
But
of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me. This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
And poof.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I have little time for evil.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
I was in Moonrise and just happened to run into it. No. Killing everyone that got in my way. Honestly, sheer dumb. That's too Harry Potter. I'd spoil, but that... I tell you, but that would spoil the song I'm writing about it. Ranger. With a little help from nature's resilience, cunning, and fury. Okay. Hmm. I don't know, I'm just going to say one.
If it was anyone else, I'd be skeptical. But you've more than earned the title.
You should have seen her. She was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see, well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
What did she just give me? Ooh.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
Why are you smiling at me? I'm just glad you're safe.
It's a shame I can't equip that as normal clothing.
We're bruised, battered, but we're together again. You damn well brought them back.
Gander at the finest stock.
I'm no eavesdropper. Wulbren, please. Wulbren!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkus?
Because you're friends?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wulbren.
You don't belong here, Barkus. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wulbren... The rune powder. We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. Neither of you has any clue what's at stake. And why should you? It's Iron Hand gnome business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Well, there we have it. Wulbren is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. I hope you like
An
it.
extra explosive thing?
It's
Don't mind that.
a new type of smoke powder. Powerful stuff. Made it myself. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded.
You don't owe me, Barkus. If anything, Wulbren does. Auburn seems like a real a-hole. What are you going to do now, Barkus? I think we're going to ask him 3.
Well, perhaps Wolbryn is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate.
Poor little Barkus. Been through so much for this guy. Tied to a windmill and sent round and round and round. Then we find him enslaved to some droga and a very angsty elf. A dark elf specifically. Nearly killed by them.
Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't mind him in my camp as our local alchemist. Brilliant retort. Another explodable thing. Me like explodies.
Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises.
You're good to have humored Barkus for so long. The poor fellow is like creeping moss, if you know what I mean. Never mind. Now, is there something you want? I'm a busy man.
Not going to thank me for saving your life. I deserve payment. If not for me, you'd be dead. What part do you play in the Iron Hand gnomes?
I am more than a part. I am its oil and gears. I am its purpose, its leader.
You could have just said the last one, mate.
We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders.
Yep.
But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. The very one. It's the only mistake the Iron Hand gnomes ever made. And it cost us everything. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius.
Okay. Leave him to it. Let's go talk to her now.
Please, be welcome.
Uh-huh.
Have a drink.
Uh-huh. I saw clipping issues.
To your very good health.
If someone offers me a wine, I'm suspicious of it. Ugh. I think we'll roll that again if you don't mind, game.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You know more of the herb than I do, it seems. Except for how it tastes, perhaps.
Let's drink out of the wine just to get her out of the way. Oh, Shadowheart disapproves. Oh dear.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them.
Mm-hmm.
I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
You could have just asked that without the cool grass, but okay. Okay. No saving throws.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
What happened to being a godsend you've been praying for? I'm interested in saving my own skin, not your...
Good.
Least drama.
Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation.
Yep.
We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Sounds like necromancy at play.
It seems likely, which means he isn't working alone. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. There is only one outcome that interests me. Killing Ketherick Thorn and ensuring that it sticks this time. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul.
Yep.
Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Glorious true soul Lagodia will be the... Yeah, no. Ketherick's days are numbered. I'll make sure of it. You want me to use my infection. I want to be cured of it. Seems like I'll be doing most of the heavy lifting. I'm not doing this.
Any cure starts with understanding the disease.
That's true.
Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers.
Okay.
Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Can I get you anything? A drink? A bite to eat?
Althea, I'm all right.
Okay, so I'm just going to be right back a second, guys. I'm going to leave Stream Raiders up. I'm just going to do that. So need to do another thing. Image. I want text. Where's text? Okay, I'm back, and I heard the thing, so we will start that. I'm on my own, so let's see how we do.
Just when you catch yourself out. Done that since we war, by the way. Start the battle with just my visible unit only.
I am incredibly lucky that it's my archer who has been powered up over on Dave Moan's. It was my first unit. Oh look, I've got a bronze badge. Hooray. I think we'll be sticking with my archer on the grounds that I'm playing at an odd time of night. I will be using this when I do my weekly streams on Kick and YouTube. Same command, ! Battle. So, right. I'm definitely starting to read Runic. Okay. Keep up the vibe feeling. We get all that area. It's assassins, I want archers. Ragnarok. Okay. Alright, so battle to follow that, then join that. So let's get back to Baldur's Gate 3 when I can find my stream readers thing again. Right. Also, please remember, if you can you donate to the GoFundMe for Elm Wildlife? If you can't donate, please just share it along and get the word out there so that someone that can donate that might be on your contacts or friends lists can do so. It's literally the last ditch attempt now to try and raise some funds so they can buy some land to relocate and not lose them. If we do lose them, that's a very big gap in our animal rescue in the southwest of the UK, because it means they're going to have to be travelling 2 to 3 counties over to get to the actual specialised care they need. Most wild animals will not survive that trip. So if we can save them, that would be a fantastic help to our local wildlife here in the southwest of the UK. That's not to say we don't have other wildlife rescues, it's just they specialise in one type of animal. So other wildlife, which is quite diverse, would really have to travel a long way, and it would stress them and kill them, and we'd like to avoid that, please. So again, please donate if you can. If you can't, please just share. So it's donate and share, and if you can't donate, please share. Get rid of Carlac, she's annoying me now. Kept her around for what I needed her for.
Soldier. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact.
Fair enough.
I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon. There is no solution.
Yes,
It's
there is.
hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Right. And I need to talk to her again now.
Copper for your thoughts. Really? Really?
Yep.
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Okay. So she had an alchemy and a quiche, but okay. I'll have those. Now then, who's I want to bring with me? Not her. She's too angsty and will upset everybody. Is that Will? No, it's Astarion. So, Will must be over here then. Oh! And he wants to talk to me. Okay.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul.
Yeah, he's a devil.
She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Mole's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
No, she won't.
Then Raphael collects another trophy, and Mole sells her independence to the hells. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Mole would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard. That's the spirit.
Right, let's get him leveled up. He makes a better fighter than he does a warlock. Disarming attack. Nope. Precision attack. Yes. Rally. Yes. Reposit. Feet. I think we'll go with alert on the grounds that I need every pair of eyes I can to spot every secret. while I'm here.
Let's get going.
Is that medium armor? It's rare clothing. So actually, we'll send that to camp then for now. And I drop that on Will. It's actually better than that cap he's wearing. But I don't want to see it because it's ugly. Right.
All right. What now?
Am I needed?
Still alive, so that's progress. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. With haste.
Let's have a look at what I've got in my chest.
What's inside?
No. Right. Take it back to camp. What about that? Is that better than what he's wearing? Nope. I can go back to camp. Now, before I sleep, any more explanation marks? No, good, right. Hopefully Will's got his spell back now, yes? No, right, what's stopping his spells from being cast? It's his armour. Okay.
Easy enough.
Let's about that. Unless that would be better for him, would it? I mean, technically it might. It looks silly, but... No, I'll give you more armor. Okay, so... Camp. Camp.
I've got a long road ahead.
Let's go talk to him.
Master monster right here.
How would you approach killing a vampire?
Althea, I'm all right. I know. Sorry.
Damn it. Roland couldn't have said where he was going.
Oh, there's Dennis.
Burning through our oil, but it was just about due.
Just about.
Beck said the gods sent you to us. I think she's right.
Okay.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Right, yeah.
Amicus animalis.
Oh my goodness, stay still so I can talk to you.
It's you. What are the odds?
Okay.
So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us.
What's with his shifty looking eyes all the
A
time?
makeshift Harper's fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help. I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique.
Right.
I could sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible. Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try.
Just give me some
How many do you
explodies.
I thought I sniffed American scent somewhere. These must have been a pain to get a hold of. American masks are brittle, so what I make won't last as long as my usual pieces. There. Be careful who sees you using that. Might draw the wrong sort of eyes.
At least if I use them in town, maybe, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Need anything?
He doesn't have anything else of interest. Okay.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
That's Will in the meantime.
The pride of the gate.
At least till we find him a better rapier. Have a nice shiny dagger. Oh right, because I'm Will. There we go.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
It's toasty in here.
I have something to ask.
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am. I remember you from the grove with the druids. I hoped to see you again. And now I have. On the double. One hoof quickly following the other.
It's one hard-working ox.
No, still incapable.
Okay.
Not for you to know.
Right, don't fail me, dice. I mean, at least it wasn't a double critical fail like last week, but still.
Well, come close. Your mind to mine.
Oh, great. Now he's learnt the Vulcan mind meld. Okay. There's more to that cowl than meets the eye.
It's a talent. I'm not a busybody. You ought to use me as an example, or you might get yourself in trouble.
Wherever you are, you're coming out of hiding now. We'll just leave him be and see if we find him over at thingy. Seems to be looking for something. He's definitely on a mission, and I want to see what that mission is.
Can't slow down.
Any more of these around? Going to need them. Yep, that looks like the place. Okay, how encumbered am I? I'm only yellow. Come on. I mean, even they got here faster than me. That's just... That's insulting. Let's do it by type. Just get this organised.
Don't mind if I do. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
We just discover something while I was here. Yeah, rotten tomato. And again with the survival check fails. Okay. Looks like a graveyard.
Victims of the shadow curse. At least they were afforded a burial.
Let's get on with it. Better take that.
Don't touch me. What have we here?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Open up.
Yeah.
Bet that'll fit in my pack. Light on my feet.
Hmm. No, no. Come on, we apparently found something. Except I'm failing my perception checks. Oh, finally, someone's succeeded. Right.
It won't budge.
Okay.
It won't budge.
Well, hello. staying right there.
Ugh, all effort, no reward.
What about her?
To do. Too heavy.
Okay then. Nope. Okay. Right. Oh, it was worth hitting.
Looking ahead. What path lies before me?
Although... why didn't I think of that? Come on, where's the thing that looks like a skull? Nope. Okay. That's some tough rubble. Interesting. So that's where that goes.
So, Starry, which of us would you rather feed on if he had free reign?
Is that another one? Ooh, is that fire wine? Oh, it's fire wine. It'll do though.
Interesting.
You sound disappointed.
Another one.
I'm sure you would. Don't sound so eager.
Okay, so we might be using you to steal that one.
Step quick.
Our asses.
Neither seen nor heard.
So, Ray, what was the Blade of Frontier?
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it known. Some guards would appreciate your generosity, but not this one. This one preferred...
I'm gonna have to lockpick him. Okay. Interesting prison.
Let's crack it open.
I'm gonna lose this time, I think. Yeah. There we go. So, Stream Raiders is ready to go again, folks.
It's mine now.
Are you doing the hidden saloon?
No.
That's what the key's for. There's a hidden saloon temple underneath last night.
Oh, okay.
You have to find a load of clues that are all around this area.
I mean, I did wonder if there was a point to this whole underground area that seems to be
Yeah.
full of rotten food and empty bottles.
There's a lot of stealth creatures that are naturally stealth.
I do know there's a door over here, though.
What's that?
Take the gold. They can keep the junk. These spider webs. Barrel, barrel. I heard something. Smoke powder, yes please. Ooh. Alcohols. Even more, yes please. And foods that's not mouldy.
What?
Although I think once... Ow! But lucky? Melock. More Melocks. Okay, so that's what I was hearing. Right. I think we better get the gang back together before I go down there. I mean, I just saw a broken wall and I thought, on the off chance, let's try and explode it. That paid off. And that's under the last light, isn't it? So there's last light. So I assume the must be under here somewhere. Right, come on you lot.
See, there is a key to find that actually unlocks the place in there. It's where you get ambushed in a ruined blacksmith building.
Mm-hmm.
Before you go past the barrier into the city. That's been
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
It's in a chest up there.
Oh well, I've just found an explodey way in. That's what I do. He finds all the conventional ways and tells me that's how you do it, and then while he's telling me how you do it, I've exploded something.
If you miss something because of that, that's well.
Oh well. It's no, there's no one way to play this game. Apologize for the noise. The rapids on these are horrible. More fire wine barrels in here, though.
Mean locks. Damn little things.
Their eyes are made for the dark. Fire and light is our friend.
Okay, good to know.
No holding back.
Okay, so I can miniaturize that a bit. And stick together, make it harder for them to get at us. Lock fear. Oh dear. Really? But yeah. Of course that's going to hurt my character, isn't it? Yeah, of course it will. I'm just going to back turn.
Catch my breath.
Okay. Missed it may have done. But it still did what I wanted it to. See, what have we got? Bestow curse. Should be 3. And once again, everyone is frightened.
Blood comes easy these days. I'm just going to go and check something because there's a lot of weird noises coming from upstairs.
Okay, back. False alarm. It was a cat that found a catnip stick for a change. Anyone that remembers last week's abrupt end to the stream knows they have a habit of bringing things in.
Oh, please don't mind me.
Well, that worked nicely.
Nothing important is ever easy.
That's another one down. And that somehow missed. Okay. Hang on a minute. Okay. So apparently Asterian's dropped his dagger somewhere. Okay. That explains a lot all of a sudden.
Feel death's cold grip. Reese's a Baldur.
What? Okay. No. Okay, so okay, it's immune to that, but okay. Wow, lots of misses. I'm gonna make him have second wind, which gives him some healing. Okay. Well, that would help. I don't think it's going to help my situation right now. Too close. Okay, right. Really? Astarion? Okay. And she's still frightened. Great. Yep. Wyvern stinger. They didn't look wyvern-y to me.
These boots have seen everything.
Another one. Okay. Now then, Astarion.
Trust no one.
What to do? That took the edge off. Breathe deep and move.
A Selûnite shrine, hidden away.
Perhaps they had no choice but to hide.
idle, really? Are you in need of a paperweight?
Right then, everyone else, pick up the fire wines. We're not leaving here without them.
Worth grabbing.
Killed a few giant bats in my day, Astarion, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
Got to keep moving.
More fire wine bottles down here. Oh, right.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Ooh.
Have to keep going.
Astarion, you're up.
With pleasure. A trap. Someone is about visitor.
Okay, so it's that time again. See how we do. Okay, so this will probably be the last one for the night, because I'll be signing off in about half an hour, give or take. Need another one that we can probably do on our own. Okay. Exclamation mark battle, or click the Stream Raiders links from Stream Commander, or Stream Captain, sorry, and you should be able to join again. It will be the last battle of the night, so... Oh, we got a ring out there, didn't we?
Interesting.
Double metal doors, okay. Ooh.
The pride of the gate.
Well, you can pick that one up.
What have we here?
Best foot
forward.
Thieves' tools, we'll have those.
Just a peek.
Skeleton. Oh no, they have on them some gold. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
Some ball. There it is.
Hope this ends well.
It lets me into his cell. Okay.
Time to press ahead.
Okay.
Starian, how is the rat diet going?
Bargains right here.
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
Ooh. Sassy.
Art?
Wait a minute.
Hail, Art. Can you hear me?
No, right.
We've tried that.
Now to go and put some more explodies down because I know what's going to happen here. Oh, now suddenly we're succeeding. Okay. Salunai. Okay, yeah, right. It's an actual prayer book for Saluna.
I'm ready.
I'll go this way.
Sharp as ever.
Will gets the explodable barrel, so we want that. Around about there. We'll come over here.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
suppose I should go and get that blessing ready, shouldn't I?
Me too. Keep an eye out for any passing vagrants.
Really?
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant chickens.
Vagrant chickens. Oh, honestly, you two. And what have we got up here? Wooden barrel. Wooden barrel, wooden barrel. So just wooden barrels so far. Okay. Wooden barrel. I managed to steal that one back because it was in the evidence chest. Okay, right, let's go get our blessing. If I find any more, I know where to put them. And I'm not even going to ask why there is a boat on top of the inn.
I'm fine.
Since this tadpole, I'm barely a monster at all.
What if...
I don't see a problem. As long as Mr. Fang there keeps his appetite in check.
Why are you smiling at me? I'm just glad you're safe. Uh-huh.
Little starlights.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
Save you. How do you figure that? Yeah. And you, I heard you're a protector of the inn. Yeah. I may have a parasite of a true soul, but not the mind of one.
Bully for us. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira's sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
I'm currently looking at her armor and working out how does that bit on her arm work exactly? I mean, how's it attached?
It hurts.
Okay, there's an ad break coming up in a couple of minutes, folks.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the shadow curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Actually...
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier.
Now they're just trolling each other.
Oh, Shadowheart and Isabel.
Yep.
Well, if I'd realized, I'd have spared the theatrics. In that case, you should be able to navigate a path straight to your target. That's good. Very good. I wish you luck. The very best of it. Ketherick is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Okay. Something's wrong. There we go. Something seems to have slowed down the animations.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherick himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive.
Come on, dice rolls. Roll in my favor, please. Yay! Just, but yay.
Face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has.
Broken wings.
Time to go, Isabel.
They really should have patched that hole. That seemed a bit out of sync. She was screaming, "Let go of me," before they grabbed her.
inside my hand.
Was that my blade singing? I didn't think I had the singing blade equipped. Let's get him over to here. No, get you to here first. We'll jump over then. Come on, Will. Why do you have to be so awkward to use at times?
Making my move.
Come along, Isabel.
Got so many more in the inn. The numbers are in our favour for a change. Who's the one with the glowing eyes? Oh, Isabel herself. Okay. That's just creepy. Come on, Jahira. What's he gonna do? Dash. Okay.
Listen here! Twit, twat, twat.
Are you guys gonna do anything, or are we just gonna stand around in here? Ooh. Why is it always the last battle of the night? Never seems to go very well and everyone dies.
That's what happens.
Come on, Dennis. You've done dash, so... And we're going to hide in the corner. What? Fine.
Onward.
Hey, now.
General Ketherick wants her alive, at any cost.
Mm. Okay, so Jaheira's decided to turn into a big panther.
Excellent.
Don't run. Or you could do that, but don't run. It's in line of sight, doesn't it? Hope is to give them a half chance at least. Oh, come on, guys. I know you're not armed, but come on.
Do your bloody job. Yeah?
Hooray! Thank you, Helsing. Right. The first NPC to do something useful. Ah! I didn't want him to die. That's 2 quests gone. Isabel, you're supposed to be this massive holy cleric of Selune. Do something useful! So what are we going to do? Dash into another corner? Oh, it's your turn in a minute. Oh my god, I've never known NPCs to take so long to just walk in. And she's underneath somewhere. And Will's paralyzed. Just great. Unless there's absolutely nothing of use.
The General will be pleased if you go quietly.
I don't think she'll be going quietly, Marcus. So Jaheira's decided to go invisible. So far the gnomes are the only ones that are doing something useful. Oh, you're immune to simple toxin, are you? Okay.
I'll strike you down.
Now we wait again. And he's turning into a bear. That's not predictable at all. Come on, guys. Hurry up. Hooray.
Finding my way.
There's no getting out of there, Kesrick. Marcus, even. Kesrick's got a giant shield and I fight him as a boss fight later. And so after this battle, I will be saving, then we'll be finishing up Stream Raiders, and then I will be seeing you tomorrow. Quite nimble for a little gnome. And the way he's wielding that hammer, he's worthy of Mjolnir. Thank you, Halsin. Hooray. just happened?
Isabel! No! What in the nine hells happened? God spare us! Ketherick was planning our demise all along. Listen closely, for there's very little time. Even if last light falls, your mission does not change. You must find Ketherick Thorm. And you must kill him.
Okay. Well, let's see how this goes.
As impossible as that task sounds, there must be a way to break the spell that makes him invincible. There are secrets in this ancient waste hidden from... But hark. Something stirs.
Uh-oh. Well, so much for saving him from the ambush.
It's happening. They'll all be taken by the shadows. Only by the grace of Isabel's spell will we be spared the same fate. We cannot hesitate. Not even for those we knew. Those we cared for. They're no longer who they were. Still your hearts, and steady your hands. To battle!
All because Isabel couldn't do something useful. I am not doing this. That is way too many, and there's like 4 of me. So where would we load from if I was to load games, say for tomorrow?
What did you also say?
At my campsite, so quite a bit back. But hey, that's where we're gonna be. So I'm gonna quit game because now it's time for the final stream raider. Let's reveal it on screen. Why is it suddenly so teeny tiny? Transformation. Let's see if we can go up. Done a thing up the left hand side, but okay. There we go. If I solo this is going to be ridiculous. Right, oh, there we go. Whatever reason it didn't transition through. That doesn't surprise me for some reason. Okay.
Was it the gargoyles that got you?
Yeah, it was the gargoyles that got Isabel in the end. She just kept running around flailing. She didn't do anything useful at all. And then eventually a gargoyle just scored a lucky hit and turned her from max health to 0.
Yeah, she doesn't have any armor. That's just cloth, so it's basic 0 defense.
Yeah, but you still think she'd buff your army or something.
No, she just doesn't have absolutely anything at all.
Right, so that's that. Is there anyone I can... Yes, right, there we go. So I'll take you across to Carhide so you can play Words on Stream. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Didn't mean to go to Mighty Teapot. So I'll see everyone tomorrow.